Hello, hello, hello. I am Dr. Letitia Graves Nash coming to you with another love note. So, look, this is I literally just walked back here and that fence was not knocked down. But here we go. See how fast I get distracted? This message is to two families. It's for the family of the divorcee and the family of the divorced or the divorcee, which the bride and the groom have now divorced. We're talking to those two families, right? So here we go. Nobody cares how you feel about the other person anymore. They're not a part of the family. But this is what I want to offer you. When you call somebody at 8 o'clock in the morning to discuss somebody else's business or whatever business you gave them for that day, you are one miserable soul. Because you have to wake up with that person in your life. On your mind. You have to go to bed with that person on your mind. You cannot have a life that every single morning you wake up, or just one morning you wake up and you got to make a phone call to discuss somebody. That's not a godly spirit. So let me help you. One of the reasons why you felt the need to solicit information about someone's flipping on you is because someone actually did flip on you. So in other words, you had the audacity to come into someone else's life and wreak havoc and expected them to just, stay silent? So they didn't flip on you. They actually flipped your video. In other words, all we did was take the very video that you recorded and use it against you. Simple as that, right? So when people say or have something negative to say about an ex of a person who got cheated on, let me explain that further. So here we go. My ex was exposed. He was exposed for committing adultery, abandonment, and abuse, right? So, and he ended up going to jail for it. And in the meantime, I was the one that all of that stuff happened to. But certain people in his family, certain people in his circle began to attack me. But it's still happening. December 2024, our divorce finalized, but he gave birth to a brand new baby in January 2025. But they're attacking me for being a woman that protects her children, who has her peace. Look around. Better yet, I just want you to listen. Never mind my hair going everywhere. Just want you to listen for a whole second. You hear that? That's peace. I don't have to worry about a man cheating on me anymore. I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm worthy enough to have that man in my life anymore. I don't have to worry about me sitting in a church married to a deacon when he's screwing half the people in the church. Don't come for me. Please don't do that. Because what I do right now, and I do out of the kindness of my heart, but I do as a mission, I do as a ministry to help women get through things that I have gone through right here in Mississippi. And the same people who are breaking their lips, parting their mouths to talk about me are the same ones who were sitting there asking me for advice. Can I lose this weight? Can you help me love his daughter? Can you help me do this? Please understand, nobody flipped on you. You flipped on you. You manipulated you. You convicted you. If anybody love as hard as I do, I've never met them. My mom, but even my mom was tough as heck. So for people to go out of their way, to say something negative about me, I can't say anything bad about them. I just can't. I speak reality. I speak truth, because that's all I go by. And I can understand that you're not happy. I can understand that you don't have what I have. Because even at the end of the day, if you want to say that all I have is my son, no, all I have is my children. And that's a big difference. All I have is my children. My father is deceased. My mom is deceased. My grandfather is gone. My grandmother is in Indianola. So yes, all I have are my children. But please understand that if that's all I have, that's all I need. right? Because as big as that particular family was, the person I married to couldn't keep a family together, not once but twice. The person who broke their mouth to say anything about me at 8 o'clock in the morning, you interrupted somebody's work day. You interrupt somebody's work day to talk about somebody, yet, I'm sorry, what do you have? What are your children doing? I don't know. Like, those are real questions. I'm not being facetious. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm asking a question. Because to a certain degree, that's all you have are your children. Every decision that we make in life, we make them for our children. Even the one that says, hey, I'm going to be a mom, so my next decision, I'm going to make a decision to be there for my children. So be careful, families, on both sides, how you treat the children of divorced families. It's not fun. It's not funny. Because regardless of whether you understand it or not, the way that man leaves his families, that speaks volume. And it speaks volume about the family that he come from if he can't keep one together. Not everybody will be wrong. But children have a right to be children. They don't have to hear that. You don't have to sow those seeds. You want to know how racism continues to happen? Because you guys are sowing the seed of racism. Stop. Stop doing that. Whatever you have against the wife, the ex-wife, the husband, the ex-husband, let that be between you and that person. Leave that child out of it. Stop saying things and doing things around that child. Stop saying things and doing things in the midst of that child or to that child. That child don't owe y'all nothing. Nothing at all. And whatever you have against me, get over it. You can't change it. You can't do anything about it. So get over it. And I'm not saying that just because of me. I'm saying that because you guys got to be the most miserable people I've ever seen in my life. Do I get sad? Yes. What do I do when I get sad? I travel. And I don't have to worry about somebody coming to my door saying, hey, we need those tires off that car because he hasn't paid the bill. So be careful. Because the same way that you put your mouth on someone and you slander them, slander has truth to the other side of it. And I hold it. Please, if you all don't mind, go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Letitia's Love Notes. And you're going to see a young woman who feels like I have flipped on her in an essence of protecting my children, protecting myself, ending a marriage that was supposed to be God-led, God-centered, God-founded, and it wasn't. It took me a while to accept it. It did. But after I accepted it, it goes back to that saying, when a black woman lets you go, please understand you are gone. I can try to be your friend. I can try to be cordial with you. I'm sorry. I can try to be cordial with you. I don't mind being cordial with you. We have children together. I have no issues with that. But if you ever come up against me and I haven't done anything to you, I'm just going to turn you over to God. And God has done so much more for me than I can do for you or do to you that I don't even have to sweat in the palm of my hands to figure out what he's going to do to you. I don't. But I do want to just encourage you to move on. If you've never been married, you never know what you would do. You never do. And I never saw myself getting married twice. I mean, getting married or divorced twice. I trusted that person because he said that he can keep a family together. He's on family number 4, number 3, 4. I don't know. But just keep our children safe. Because the future relies on them, no matter where you are. I'm Dr. Letitia Graves Nash, and I hope this note has become helpful. See ya.